Hey everybody, thanks for watching my videos. I just wanted to give you a quick market update on what's happening in the Sacramento real estate market right now as we head into summer. So it looks like businesses are starting to reopen here in Sacramento County, and so that's a really good sign. And the real estate market is seeing some more activity towards the end of May and beginning of June, so that's also a good sign. I'll share some graphs and statistics by real estate appraiser Ryan Lundquist. And if you want more information, I suggest you visit his website, sacramentoappraisalblog.com, and he has just a wealth of information and insight there. So here's a graph of the weekly pending sales here in Sacramento County, and you can see that pretty much it reached the height of activity towards the end of May, just before all the news broke about the pandemic. So for the week ending in 3/21, that was really the height of the pending sales here pre-pandemic, and then we'll see a dip happen, kind of that V-shape area in the end of March and then the first couple of weeks of April. But then you'll notice that the trend reverses and pending sales starts to increase again, and now for the week of 5/24 to 5/30, we'll see that we have 14.5% more pending sales than before the pandemic hit at the height there. So things are on the recovery, they definitely have been, and there's more activity happening than even at the busiest week in March before all the news broke about COVID here in the US. Now this graph shows the pending sales as well as the new listings here in the Sacramento region, and you'll notice that the new listings definitely dropped off towards the end of March in the red line, but then it kind of bounces around and we are starting to see some more listings, but it varies week to week. I think that we still haven't seen sellers come back with full confidence, as they don't want to have a lot of people walking through their house, even if they are hoping to sell. I think everybody's just been a little bit more cautious on the sell side, and so that means that inventory is tight because low mortgage rates have still spurred a lot of activity on the buy side, as buyers want to get in. But like I said, there aren't a lot of sellers that are listing, and so the inventory levels are just pretty tight. You'll see the area in between those two lines, in between pending sales and new listings, there isn't a big gap, and that means the inventory is tight. And now this final graph will show you, will give some context, I guess, to the situation between 2018, 2019, and 2020 weekly sales volume. And so these are homes that have actually sold in Sacramento, Placer, Yolo, and El Dorado County. And so it starts with January all the way to the third week of May here, and we'll see that obviously the blue line, everything looks pretty normal until we get into first, second, and then third week of March. We really start to see it kind of dip down. Fourth week of March and then April, obviously there's that huge gap between 2020 and 2018, 2019 sales volume. So sales are definitely down year over year, as we would probably expect them to be during COVID. But then you start to see that blue line at the very end there in May start to really crank up. And so that's where we're going right now. I think we're going to start to catch up. I still think there may not be as much sales volume as years prior, but I think that we're definitely on the rebound. So good news there. So moving on to the unemployment numbers, the nationwide unemployment rate in May dropped to 13.3% according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. Although there is some controversy over whether or not these numbers are accurate, it is a benchmark and the numbers are coming down from the April numbers of its high. So it would make sense as businesses begin getting PPP money and start reopening that they're bringing back many of the workers who were furloughed throughout much of April. In California, of course, Governor Newsom has laid out a plan to allow counties who are ready to begin Phase 4 as early as Friday, June 12th, this Friday. Phase 4 businesses include bars, day schools, gyms, campgrounds, and professional sports, according to AP News. So in the mortgage news, some of the precautionary restrictions that were put in place during COVID-19 some of the brakes that were put on by the government are beginning to relax. Those standards are relaxing, and lenders are now able to process jumbo loans again, which is larger loans for more expensive properties, as well as revert to looser guidelines regarding FHA loans. So this should all mean increased activity in the housing market over summer. As always, thanks for watching my videos, and I hope you have a great summer.